Let me say what the meaning of lifting of the ban is. You say you're going to lift the ban, what do we mean? Lifting of the ban will allow mining companies with valid company registration certificates, valid permits and licenses from the regulatory authorities, Minerals Commission, EPA, and Water Resources Commission, tax identification numbers, companies who have had their mining equipment licensed and electronically tagged by DVLA, and whose concessions have been vetted and given a QR code to go back to work. Mining equipment, especially excavators and bulldozers that have not been licensed by DVLA and tagged with electronic devices will not be permitted for mining purposes, small-scale mining purposes. All mining companies are expected to have at least one person that has been trained in sustainable mining in Tarkwa. This is very important. Having said what the ban means, let me say what the ban does not mean. The lifting of the ban does not mean that the ban on Galamsey has been lifted and that they can go back to work. Galamsey is still illegal. So-called Galamseyers have been trained at UMAT and organized into community mining groups. Lifting of the ban does not mean that foreign miners who are hiding in Ghana or who escape to neighboring countries can come and continue their illegal activities. It does not mean security operations to enforce compliance with mining regulations and approved practices will be discontinued. Lifting of the ban does not mean that there will be no monitoring. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that our President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has demonstrated the political will to sanitize, regularize, and reform the small-scale mining sector. The Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining embarked on a program to systematically reform the sector and at the same time preserve the integrity of the environment. Miners who out of ignorance might have done the wrong thing have been given the opportunity to receive proper training at UMAT in sustainable small-scale mining operations. Individuals who wanted to stop mining altogether were afforded training in alternative livelihood trades. There has been adequate education of miners, chiefs, and religious leaders, opinion leaders, and the general population. All registered small-scale miners were given the opportunity to appear before a vetting committee to have their documents regularized. The ban on small-scale mining is being lifted for the compliant ones to go back to work within the regularized and reformed framework. The list of compliant miners will be published in the electronic and print media on Monday, the 17th of December, 2018. This information will be made available on all the notice boards of the municipal and district assemblies. Unregistered or illegal miners who were referred to as Galamseyers are being organized into community mining cooperatives and provided with concessions to work on legitimately under the supervision of the district committees. There should therefore be no logical reason why any person in Ghana should engage in illegal mining. Having successfully implemented the strategies outlined in the roadmap, the ban on small-scale mining is being lifted as from Monday, 17 December, for miners who have gone through vetting successfully to go back to work within the regularized and reformed framework.